Alright, hello everyone, this is Chris from Smithy Fitness. Welcome back to my channel, it's good to see you. So I've always considered myself a hard gainer. You know, all through high school, university, 20s, 30s, 40s, I couldn't put on muscle. Or at least not much muscle compared to my friends. So I've carried around the belief that I'm a hard gainer. But now that I'm getting smarter finally, I'm starting to wonder, am I actually a hard gainer or did I have bad habits? And I think I had bad habits, so let's go through a few of them. Number one, for so long I combined aerobics with weightlifting. So I was a tennis player when I was young, a good tennis player, and we would play, a lot of tennis, of course, and drills. But as I got a little bit older, 17, 18, 19, I started hitting the weights and then going to the tennis courts for 2 or 3 hours. Then when I got to university and I was training even harder, I became not only a squash player, still being a tennis player, but I decided running 10Ks is a good idea. Now, when you're doing the weights and you're doing aerobics, they kind of work against each other. They're antitheticals because the aerobics are going to pump up your cortisol, especially if you're going really hard, like a squash game or a hard 10K. I mean, all 10Ks are hard. So they go against each other. And any gains that I was making in the weight room were being torn down by the increase in the cortisol, which would force my T down. So that's the first thing. Now the second thing was drinking alcohol. So alcohol is a real problem with your testosterone production. It does a couple of things. Number one, in the testes, it will inhibit the production of testosterone. Also, when there's alcohol in the body, there's a coenzyme that makes testosterone, but it also metabolizes alcohol. And its priority when there's alcohol in the system is to metabolize the alcohol, and again, testosterone gets left behind. So I was drinking, university, let's work out, let's go for a jog, let's go to the pub upstairs. And we did it time and time again. So I was just sabotaging my gains constantly. I'm not doing that anymore. Listen, a couple of drinks a week or a beer here, a drink there, no big deal. But if you're having 5 or 6 or 8, that's definitely gonna limit your gains. All right, guys, weather's getting colder. More and more time is being spent inside my home gym. We're coming to an end of the farmer's carry season. So I've been more and more in the gym. I'm gonna show a few highlights right now. So here we go. All right, going for 5. So my third bad habit was diet. And as I look back on it, it's crazy. I really didn't eat much protein. We were meat eaters at home, but we really didn't have that much. There's lots of potatoes and pasta. So no way I was getting enough protein. And then in my 30s, I was vegan. So can you do anything worse for your gains than being a vegan? And if you're a vegan and you're watching this, sorry about that, but you're just not getting enough protein, and animal protein is way different than a tofu or some other pea protein. You're just not going to get the response. So animal protein is super important. So my diet was crap for years, and then I had my CrossFit phase. Okay, so talk about combining strength training with aerobic. CrossFit's about the worst there is. I loved it, I competed. I was 22nd in the world in the over 50s in 2011, third in Canada. So I was pretty good at it, but no way I maxed out my gains. So that was bad. And then through most of my adult life, in fact all of it, I've been in the stock market as a stockbroker and a trader. And I don't know, it's a pretty damn stressful way to make a living. As we're doing this, the market's crashing today, or a bad day. So again, when your stress is up, your cortisol is up, your T is down. So hard gainer? I don't think so. I just think that I had bad habits. I didn't know. We didn't know as much back then. But I do know now, and I suspect that at 60 I can hit all-time highs in a lot of my lifts, maybe all of them. I can't run as fast, that's for sure. There's no way I could do a 10K like I could when I was young, but I don't want to. So really, if you've considered that your gains are not as good as your neighbor or the other guy at the gym, maybe it's your habits. So look, we're never too late to change our habits and to become awesome and to be the best we can be using all of the resources at our disposal. All right guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with an older lifter who's just getting going or is maybe getting discouraged, because there's lots of potential, lots of great things in our future. All right, talk to you in the next one.